Hey everyone, it's Renee from Lovely Lavender Wishes. Welcome back. We are going to be finishing our Gothic Love journal. I have got all my signatures in, got them filled. I've been working hard this week. Did the little beads in the signatures, all of that. So now what we're going to be working on is the cover. And then the last thing I'll do is a flip through once this is all completed. So I figured I'd take you along to work on the cover. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is gorgeous today. I've got my window directly in front of me open. I love the fresh air. I'm so excited. It's that time of year. Love it, love it, love it. But anyways, okay, so I was going through some things that I have. Oh my gosh, y'all. Cynthia has sent me so many. Cynthia, if you're out there, thank you so much. Thea or Cynthia, she sent me boxes of jewelry making equipment, tools, jewelry. This is one of them. I think I've used a couple of her items already in this journal. Little things like this. I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Cynthia, thank you so much. We are having such a blast with all this. The ladies and I, we've been going through everything. I've been using some in my journaling. The ladies have been using some for their beading. It's been fun. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What a blessing that was. So this was an item that was sent to me by her. And I was kind of going through the box of items. I mean, there was so much to go through, and I saw the red and black, and I was like, wow, this would be perfect for the cover, but I'm going to adjust it a little and do a few different things with it. So this was attached. The glue came undone because I was yanking on it through no fault of anybody's, but I was yanking on it to see, if it was all attached, and it came undone, which is perfect because I wanted this piece anyways. And I'm going to use this piece for something else. This is a little, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a cameo piece for fairy. I'm going to use this for my fairy journal one day. So I was kind of pulling on this to see if it would come apart, and it will. So I'm going to yank this off because I want to save this piece for another thing. Nothing ever goes to waste. So we will use that for our fairy journal. But then we have this kind of black filigree piece for the back, which I love, and I'm just gonna rub this glue off. So anytime you have jewelry or maybe items that you kind of don't wear anymore, or if you're at a garage sale or a thrift store and you see the junk jewelry or the costume jewelry or whatever, look at it for its individual pieces. Like, I love this chain. I'm gonna definitely use this on something for the future, though I'm not going to be using it on here. What I am going to use is this part. And y'all, look at this. Look at this gorgeous bead here at the bottom. And it's like this blood red and black stripe bead. Oh my gosh, perfect. So I am going to take this part apart and keep and use this part for the cover. I just love this. It's so gorgeous. So I'm just kind of taking things apart today, really. So I'm gonna try to see if I can take these jump rings apart carefully, as carefully as I can, so I could save them for something else. And I will definitely be using these pieces for another project, of course. But I really wanted this oval piece right here. And I actually might use, whoop, there goes my jump ring. Make sure I attach it here so when I'm looking for it, I have it. But I'm thinking I might even use this little red flower to hold, yeah, let me take this apart too. I might use this for the spine of the book to hold my, what's the word? My closure. My fabric closure or satin closure, whatever. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna use for the closure. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I hope you all are having just as beautiful weather as I am and enjoying it. I'm gonna do this today, and then I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day outside. I cannot be inside the house crafting. I mean, even though I love crafting and all, y'all, sorry, but I gotta enjoy this weather. So I'm gonna go outside. Okay, that's probably gonna come off. I'll put it in a little baggie so I don't lose it. Those little mini jump rings, yeah, they're already coming off. Let me see, let me grab this bag. So this stuff I will use for future. I will definitely do something with that. I'll keep the little jump rings. So yeah, I repurpose almost everything. And I'm gonna put this in here as well so I don't remember I have that for the future. Okay. So, okay, let's put this to the side. So what I'm thinking is doing like this up here. And kind of how this was on the original piece. I'm gonna have to see how that'll work. Or I could just do this. Let's see. We shall see how this is gonna work. Okay, so I printed out these pictures of black roses and red and black roses, and I was trying to see, I didn't know what size I would need, so I printed them out in 3 different sizes because I wasn't sure how I would want, you know, to frame them. But I've been kind of kicking around ideas about which one I like. For this Gothic Love journal, and I keep going back to this one, I think. Just because the journal is full of roses and dark roses and things like that. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. So what I'm going to do is try to kind of trying to draw and cut out this oval. Because I want it to fit in here. It'd be helpful if I had. I don't want to draw it on the inside here because then I need to cut, I'll have the pencil marks. Well, I guess I could erase them. Let me see if I have an oval template. One of these I have ovals in. Here we go. Let's see if any of these are the same size or close. That one's a little too big. Yeah, I might have to just do my own. Just try to measure it out the best I can on my own. Well, that one's pretty close. I can just cut off the top. Okay, let's try this. I'll try to cut it out a little bit bigger than that. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So I'm just gonna cut out this little piece right here because it's a lot easier to do fussy cutting when you have like a little piece versus a whole big piece of paper. Move that off. You're not gonna see the markings. Hopefully. And what I'll do is I'll erase any kind of markings that you may see. Let's see if this will fit in here. Hopefully, cross your fingers. Okay, I'd rather it be bigger than smaller. Okay, so I need to kind of trim this down a little. I'm just gonna kind of draw a little bit. I need to trim that part down. Now, if you had a template that was the perfect size, that would work even better. But I always do trial and error, and keep going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, this side needs to be trimmed down a tad right here. Just a little bit on that side. But yeah, don't be watching videos, y'all. Be outside enjoying this weather. Okay, almost perfect, almost. draw the line right there with my fingernail. Make sure it fits. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at that. That's gonna look pretty, I think. Okay, so trial and error, we got it sized. Okay, so then the other thing I was thinking is I'm going to emboss it to give it a glossy look and to protect the picture. Let's move this out of the way over here. So let me grab some paper. I got my clear embossing powder here, my Versamark here. So I was going to emboss this picture with clear embossing powder a couple times to give it a good coat and to keep it protected. I might do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure that we've got a good coating on there. Okay, so let's get the heating tool and get this embossed. It's like magic in front of your eyes. I love it. Love it. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna need a couple coats. So there's the first coat. You can, with the light, kind of gives it a crackly finish too, but we'll see how, after I do a few coatings of this, what it'll look like. Make sure it's not hot. Let's get it really good in there. Let's get it covered. Ooh. I knew I was gonna do that, y'all. Okay. Yeah, it's starting. You can see some areas got more embossing powder than others, like down here. Got some pock areas, like some deep indentation areas. So I'm gonna do it maybe 1 or 2 more times. Make sure we get it all even on here. Get it all on there. But yeah, nothing new going on other than the weather is perfect. I'm so excited. But I was on such a roll, I wanted to kind of finish the cover on this and let it sit overnight. And then we'll do a flip through. This one's shaking quick. Heating tools, heat it up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you can all see that. Ooh, I love it. Gives it even like a. This will be hidden behind the when it's on here. So that's kind of what it'll look like. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cool and clean this up in the meantime. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm going to attach that. I could put it on a chipboard too. That might work better if I put that on a chipboard because it'll give it a raised look. Raise it up a little. So I love this black chain and this bead. And I'm debating whether I want to, let me just kind of see how this will look. I guess we want it like that. So if I put it on a chipboard, I can then glue it to that. That'll give it a little raised look. I'm trying to talk this through on my own to figure this out. Y'all may know a better way of doing this. But I might put it on like, yeah, small little chipboard. Or, I gotta be careful, it's still kind of, we'll let that dry. Or I could just have that. Gotta decide. Okay, well, while I'm deciding, I'm going to work on the corner. I just put these on. Now I need to kind of tighten them and make sure they're on there good. So I just kind of threw them on the corners just to remind myself that I needed to do these. So I'm gonna put these on and squeeze them tight. So then the corners are protected. Okay. And then the back, oh, I lost one, and here it is. Let's put this one on. I like pushing them, make sure they're flush with the book too. Oh, it's coming off. These are kind of, you can like open them up a little bit if you need to, which I might need to. If you've got thicker material, you can like open these up a little bit. I've got this piece on this corner that's making this one a little bit, there we go. And then you tighten it onto the book. There we go. Okay. All right, they're all on tight and good. Okay, so there's our corner protectors. Okay, and then the other thing I was thinking of doing, I have this satin ribbon. I'm thinking this would be my tie. So it would go around here. I would attach it to the spine, kind of like my Gothic Journal, my other one, my purple and black one. What I did is I glued it and attached it to the spine. And then I'm thinking maybe even adding this to for decoration on the spine right there. And then that would be glued down here as well. What to do. Okay, well let's measure out how much of this I'm going to need. So if this is gonna come around here, and we wanna tie a big bow. Okay, I'm gonna want probably a little more than this. about? I'm just playing around, just trying this out. This is how I do it, trial and error through everything. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so about that length. Let me find my scissors. So I'm gonna cut like a little angle here, cut a little angle here. Okay, make sure they're even. So I am going to attach this to the book with glue right here. So a lot of glue. Let's get it going. It's been sitting here for a while. I think yep, a little part got dried right here on the tip. Okay. So this is what's going to hold the ribbon to the book. I'm gonna do it right in that flat spot to make sure that. And I want it a little bit lower because the piece is gonna be right there, the metal piece. Oh, where's my paper towel? Yikes. Okay, I'll be able to rub that off when it's dry. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then do we want to put this there? What do y'all think? We could have put it up and down too. Do we want it up and down, or do we want it across like that? I like it across. Okay, so I'm gonna glue that there too, and then this might have to sit overnight as well. So I'm gonna put a lot of glue here to make sure it's gonna stay. I'm gonna have to clip it, make sure it's. Let me move this to the side. So that's gonna sit there and set. Okay, still gotta decide what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Let's get it right side up. Okay, so we're gonna glue that in there. Like that. Oh, that's so pretty. So cute. Not cute, but pretty. I love it. Okay, so let me do a thin layer of glue along this ledge part. Okay. Which way does this flower go? Like this. Okay. Making sure I got it right side up. Okay. Sticking it in there. So let me hold it for a little bit. Okay, now I got to decide if I want to put it on this piece or just keep it on this, and I'm gonna have to back this with a piece of chipboard so it'll stick to the book. Cute. Okay. So I could just have that there, which is really pretty, or I could have that and that there. I like that too. I like the black behind there. Okay. But since that's raised, I'm gonna definitely need to put some chipboard back here. Okay. Let me grab my chipboard. Let's see if I have like a little piece in here that we could use. Now, it would have been helpful, right, y'all, if I would have had this piece to trace over here, right? That would have been helpful. Would have been helpful. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of trace this and cut inside of that. Yeah, I'm doing everything the hard way, y'all. Of course. Of course. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut on the inside of that oval I made, and hopefully it'll fit well enough that it'll work. Doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's gonna see this part, so. Let's see. Whoop. Okay, that's way big. So let's cut that down a little bit more. So don't do what I do again, y'all. Cut them out at the same time. I did not realize I would need chipboard. Let's see. Okay, so if that's gonna fit right about there, just gotta cut this top part off right about there. This is just gonna give this a backing and push that in there and give me something to glue to this. That should work. I wanna make sure I don't see it. Yeah, I'm gonna see it through the filigree, so I do gotta cut that down a little bit more, or through those little holes. So just a little bit more. I don't wanna cut too much off. Just a little bit more. Oh my gosh, y'all. Trial and error, trial and error. So see, y'all see, I do everything the hard way. Oh, it's hilarious. Everyone's probably like, no, you could have done this so much easier. I'm like, yes, I know I could have done it easier. But you know, this is what makes my life exciting. I do everything the hard way. Okay, perfect. Wait, show right there. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna put glue on this. And watch, after all this, it's probably not even gonna work. Again, I've never done this. We're just going with the flow and trying it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna have to hold this down a little bit, and then I'm thinking, hopefully it'll all glue to this. And then I'm gonna need a clip to hold that, probably overnight, to make sure it stays. Okay, so I'm gonna put a lot of glue on this. And this part. Whoop. Okay, let me grab some clips. Okay, so I'm going to clip this and probably hold this overnight for at least a couple hours. Make sure this stays firmly glued and sets really well. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm gonna let this sit for a couple hours. So then I'm gonna let this sit for a couple hours. Make sure this is where this needs to be. And then what I'm going to do is attach it to this. And that's literally going to be my cover, y'all. We'll have this. This will be the bow that comes around here. So I'll clean all this off with all my glue. This will come over here and be the bow. Whoop. And that'll be our cover, y'all, without the clips. But oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, I love the way that is looking. Love it, love it. It's looking really kind of dark and gothic. And then I'll do a flip through of the whole book for y'all so you can see what we all did. So thank y'all for joining me. This was another fun one to do. Hopefully it'll get your creative juices flowing and get you interested in creating something or maybe trying something that we've done through this. But I will see you in the flip through in the next video. Have a great day, y'all, and enjoy the weather. Bye.